is Nava Aulia, NIM 513 from class Manajemen J. Here I will show you the context of the Retell journal. So the impacts of information sharing and inventory management practice on business performance in the supply chain practice. Diriba Gebisa, Ambo University, Ethiopia. Okay, abstract. This study's aim is to conduct an empirical investigation of the impacts of supply chain practice on business performance. The primary objective of the paper is to study the impacts of information sharing practice and inventory management on business performance. To realize the speech objective of the study that will get heard from individuals who are familiar with the supply chain practice of the companies and analyzing structural education models. The results show a significant direct and indirect effort of information sharing and inventory management practice on business performance. Generally, the results show the higher information sharing practice and better inventory management practice with a great firm performance. And higher information sharing leads to inventory management, which leads to great performance. Theoretically, the result provides evidence of the efforts of information sharing leads to improved inventory management, which leads to great firm performance. Theoretically, the result provides evidence of the effort information sharing and inventory management and supply chain practice performance in firms. The managerial imperative of the result analyze information sharing and inventory management practice by adopting, internalizing, and building information technology into all the business operation to know information sharing and inventory management practice to know from performance. In the introduction, it is well known that supply chain management is an integral part of most business and leads to company success and customer satisfaction. Supply chain management is the management of how goods and services move in the process and value identification for the initial raw materials into final products to be consumed by customer. As now stated, the objective of supply chain management is to supply the range item to the real customer at the real time and at the real price. The averagement of these objectives needs of efforts of different stakeholders in the supply chain management. However, for a long period, companies workout allows so the cow profits to company practice by operating allow they assumed close working and consultation with supply chain practice usual a relative profitability by exposing things sources of gratification average. The assumption become a chance to frame performance, especially in this other information. The success of every business having depend of the ability to serve and ultimate information, particularly in supply chain practices. Information sharing is fundamental since the success of the world chains depend on the efficiency of vary in the supply chain process. Okay, well, that was my presentation about the content of the Retell journal. Thank you.